It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers, and it comes your way next.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go from Wisconsin. Jaden Reed to return this. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Oh, stiff arm. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist and head the other way for a big run.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Offense to the line for second down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Love from the gun. He's got Watson. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Thrown on first down, Love. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun now for Love. Taylor Britt picks it off.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Burrow's first play going to the air. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Burrow from the gun. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one's caught along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Brown. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals have a great first drive and get the game's first points. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Packers taking the field now, their second series of the game coming up. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stop made by Sam Hubbard. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Love out of the shotgun. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing, Love. To the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the...
Zach Taylor decisive. He's got the challenge flag out there.
Previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They send the tight end in motion. 1st down throw, here's Love. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Takes the handoff, now Love. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that will set up 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Love to throw again. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Jacobs on 3rd and goal. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Packers get it down to a single point. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down, Burrow to throw. That's Gesicki, he's got it! And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To throw again, it's Burrow. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a give to Brown. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Now Burrow. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Has it down close. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Jacobs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Again, it's Jacobs. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers tie things up at 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Has it at the 11. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense is having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
First and 10 now from the 30. Burrow from the gun. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Looking to throw, Burrow. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws will find a drop at some point, too.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Burrow to the air now. Can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Love from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And this one doesn't go far. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Love out of the shotgun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Love looking to pass. He completes it in traffic. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Jacobs running behind center. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Love. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Jacobs with it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Love now to throw. He's got it. It's a Green Bay touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. This taken from the 12. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Escapes the puck. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. On target to his man Higgins. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Bengals looking like they'll have to punt. They'll send out the punting unit. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Packers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Completes this one to Kraft. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Finds his man, it's Kraft. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw, here's Love. This is reeled in by Reed. He's got a gain of 6 there. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Love to throw again. This one taken in by Kraft. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's Reed on a slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Thrown on first down, Love. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun now for Love. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They have themselves another first and 10. From the red zone now. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, some adjustments in store, no doubt about that. They're headed to the locker room trailing as he kneels to end this first half. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers have the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 14. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Higgins makes the catch. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Man in motion, out of the slot. From the 39. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Burrow setting up the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and short. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The home teams and Jordan Love set to take over again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They stick with Jacobs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Slot man motioned over. Kicks the handoff, now Love. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Motioning one of the tight ends. Running on first here with Jacobs. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Going run again with Jacobs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now a run with Jacobs. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. This is taken in at the 13. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw, Burrow. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Quay Walker.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're training a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. Burrow setting to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, Burrow to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. When you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Burrow back to throw. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now Burrow. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Putting the tight end in motion. Finds a man right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That extra half second, Kate, that's it. You know, we talk about timing in the passing game all the time, the precision. It's the same thing with the drop. If you have too long of a delay, you give a D-tackle like that a chance to get home and make a play.
And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Burrow. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The home team's back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Dax Hill up for the stop. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. 2nd and 6 coming up here. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Love from the gun. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. Got his target, it's Higgins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They motion the tight end over. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Tight end in motion left. On 1st down, here's Burrow. A quick slant, here's Gesicki. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. To throw again, it's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Higgins makes the catch. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On third down, here's Burrow. On the move, headed right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check, but his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Trying for it with Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They've got first down from the 31. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A modest gain on the counter. A good recovery there from the front seven, Kate. They bought the fake initially, but adjusted just in time to limit the damage headed the other direction.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Handoff, running right, Jacobs. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Running right, here's Jacobs. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain on the run, so they're left with 4th and 7.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. He has it at the 13. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He completes it in traffic.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
2nd and 3. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense in the hurry up here. First down, Burrow to throw. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Working quickly here. Looking to throw, Burrow. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense up to the line fast. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Bengals trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's got time here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Packers all set to get back out there. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's tackled up across the 20 at the 22. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's able to push this ahead to around the 27. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Love now to throw.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Their punter making his way out now. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Bengals football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So this is a Packers win. Well, partner, we could see they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, hoping to pull the road victory off. We know, though, it can be so tough to win on the road, and there's some dejected faces as they leave this football field.
Never enjoyed these flights home. Going to be a long, silent one as they try to figure out what went wrong, ruminate on the outcome of this game. You never like taking one on the chin, ever, ever, ever. And heading home just gives them all some extra time to think about what went wrong.
Glad I'm not going to be on that flight.